Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. So this morning I'm just going to literally sit down and get ready with you. I was planning on doing quite a glamorous makeup look, but I'm literally loaded with a cold and I don't want to be sniffing and sneezing and having to edit all that out, so I'm just going to do a really quick and easy I think probably a summer look. I'll do a nice summery lip to go with the really casual makeup look. So let's just get right in. So this morning I'm going to start off with the eyes, and as per usual I'm going to use my MAC paint pot in Painterly. I'll just bring you guys in a bit closer to the face for this. Not that you really need to see applying. MAC paint pots are actually perfect for these daytime looks because they've got that little, they've already got that little colour to them, so they cover any imperfections or anything that you've, any redness or anything on the lids before you begin, but also it means that you can just go right over the top of them with some translucent powder and just maybe do a little bit of crease work and leave the rest because they've already got that base colour. And again, I'm just setting those down with the Illamasqua translucent powder. And I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush just to set that down. I'm going to go in with a fluffy blending brush and I'm going to use, I'm actually not sure of the shades of these, but this is the Makeup Geek shade right here, it's Creme Brulee. And I've actually put these little Makeup Geek shadows into a tiny little Prima makeup case. It's so sparkly. So we're just kind of putting that a little bit above the crease. And just the same on the other eye. So just a little bit above the crease and on the crease. Smaller crease brush. This is the Zoeva 224. I'm actually going to dip it into this Makeup Geek shade here, which is the shade Bitten, and I'm just going to tap all the excess off the brush because we don't want a lot of this colour. I just want to warm up the eye a little bit, so I'm keeping that right in the crease area, and I'm just doing that in window wiper motions. But at the end I'm kind of dragging it up, so I'm kind of circling my brush a little bit as well. We'll just do the same on the other eye. With the brush that you used earlier for your initial shade, it's pretty much got nothing on it, but just in case it has, you could always like rub it along your hand. Just rub it along your hand and make sure there's no excess powder left on it. So now that that's got nothing on it, I'm literally just going over these shades just to blend them right in together. You can pretty much leave the shadow as it is. So for now I'm just going to go in and curl my little lashes. This is the French Connection eyelash colours. I actually keep these ones in my kit because they're so tiny and I can just slip them right in my brush belt. I did use this in a first impressions video the other day and I wasn't so keen on it. It was clumping my lashes a little bit. That seems to have went on a lot better this time. I think last time I was having such a bad makeup slash bad day anyway, so maybe it was just me being annoyed and not giving it a good go. So I'll just go ahead and do the other eye off camera and I will be right back. So now that's mascara done on both eyes, what I can say is that when I went in with the second coat it did clump together, and I'm not sure if you can actually see in the corner of that eye that the lashes started to clump, and I did have to go in with a spoolie and brush them out. I'll probably keep this mascara aside and only use it in days that I'm wearing falsies. So I have actually already moisturised my face before I did the makeup, just so that we could let the moisturiser sit in. So I'm going to go in, because this is going to be a quite summer, dewy, glowy look, I'm going to go in and use the Alamasca Satin Primer. You can just apply this with your fingers, but I'm just going to apply it with my dual fibre brush. And then I do usually use my MAC strobe cream just on the tops of the cheeks, like and down your T-zone, like where you want that natural glow. But I've actually ran out of the MAC strobe cream, so today I'm going to go in with the Makeup Academy Illuminating Liquid Glow, and this is in the shade Pink Shimmer. It's really pretty similar to the strobe cream, to be honest. I think this has probably got a little bit more of a sheen to it, and of course this was like £3, where I'm not sure the MAC strobe cream maybe near £20. Obviously I think that it is a much bigger tube that you get with the MAC, but I'm just going to pop that on the tops of my cheeks. And just kind of around where you usually put your highlighter when your makeup's all on. Just on the forehead, down the nose, Cupid's bow, and a little bit in the chin. Yeah, this is probably a little bit more intense than the strobe cream. And of course you can actually just mix this in with your foundation instead of putting it on separately, but for today's look I'm just going to put it on separately. So now that that's done, I'm also going to use the Alamasca Skin Base, and I'm using this in the shade 7.5. I'm not entirely sure if this shade matches my skin tone. Let's give it a go. So for this I'm actually going to use the Tarte brush. I actually don't know what this brush is. It's not got a number or anything on it. I got it with the Rainforest of the Sea foundation. So I'm just actually going to use that to stipple on my skin base. I actually used to love the Alamasca Skin Base. The reason why I'm using it today is because I haven't used it in such a long time that I wanted to see if I could literally fall in love with it again. When I first got it, I used nothing else at all. It's a light to medium coverage, but it is buildable. And it's definitely a more dewy foundation. It's not matte, so if you're looking for matte, don't go for the Skin Base. Also, if you like a massive full coverage, don't go for Skin Base. So now that I've done half my face, it sort of looks like it's the wrong shade, but I think that once, it looks a bit yellow, but I think once I bring it down my neck it will match perfectly in with my skin. Actually, a little goes a long way. I put far too much out on my hand. My eyebrows. Actually, you can see that it's covered my little kind of spot thing quite well. So although it is a light to medium coverage, it has done a pretty good job of covering my imperfections. The reason why I used this today is because it was such a light coverage, but I must have remembered it wrong. So that feels really light on the skin. I actually don't feel like I'm wearing much, although it does look like I'm wearing much, you don't feel like it. It isn't drying completely down because it is a dewy finish, so it's got that kind of tacky feeling, so I probably will have to set it down in most places. First of all, I'm just going to go under my eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 10. And I have totally forgot to go and wet my beauty blender. So I'm actually just going to blend this in using a dual fibre brush. I actually probably used too much concealer there. I definitely used too much concealer under the eyes there. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the forehead, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my chin, and a little bit in the cupid's bow. And I'm just going to set that concealer down onto the eyes again with the Illamasqua setting powder. And for a tiny little bronzer, I'm going to use the Tarte Contour and Bronze palette. And I'm just using a big fluffy brush, taking a little bit, tapping it off, and I'm not contouring with it, just bronzing with it, or warming up the skin. It's just very subtle, and because I'm actually going to use a cream highlight, I'm just going to go on with that next. So I'm using the Illamasqua cream blush in Lies. Nothing new there. It is my absolute favourite highlighter slash blush. I never use it as a blush, it's always my highlight. And I'm just using my fingers to stipple that on. Just kind of pressing it in very gently. I'm actually going to just pop a little bit on the top of the forehead. You could actually just go back in with your strobing cream, but since I've got this here, I'm just actually going to use this. Honestly, on holiday, this is probably more than what I would do on holiday. I wouldn't probably put any eyeshadow on the eyes. I would just prime them, foundation, set them down, bronzer, cream highlight and blush. I actually wouldn't do anything else on holiday. I love just such a natural look while I'm away. Just like that glow. So for blush, I'm actually going to use the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Rose. So I'm just kind of rubbing up and down all of those shades, and I'm just putting a little bit onto the apples of the cheeks and bringing it up the way. I'm just then going to set the rest of my face down with my translucent powder. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on the chin, down the T-zone. So what to remember is that they are sisters and not twins, and if they are not completely identical, you don't need to have a major breakdown about it. but again, it's a soft summer look. So that is why I'm using the eyeshadow instead of like a brow pomade or a gel or anything. Now that that's done, I'm just going to pop off camera and do the other brow. So now that that's both brows done, let's do under the eyes. So we're basically just going in with the same colours that we used underneath. So let's just use a small brush and go in with Makeup Geek Creme Brulee. So we're just going right underneath. Kind of bringing it all the way around. Same in the other eye. And then into Bitten again. Only this time we're just keeping it to the outside corner and bringing it up to meet what's already there. So with your blending brush, just blending those two together at the top. And then the same at the other eye. Go straight in with your mascara and the bottom lashes. So now that is the face and eyes complete, I'm just going to go in and do the lips. So because we're doing like a summer look, I'm thinking in using a really bright pink. So this is MAC, it's the Amplified Girl About Town. So to start with, I'm just going to line the lips with a pink liner, and I'll bring you in a little bit closer for this. So I'm using a little detailed brush for this. Dabbing into my lipstick. And I'm just going to pop it on with this. For that extra summer glow, I'm actually going to pop on top a gloss. I'm using the Smashbox Lip Enhancing Gloss in the shade Luster. So it looks a bit like this. It's just got that really pretty glitter through it. I'm just going to pop a bit on the back of my hand and go in with my same brush, because if I dipped that in, then it would just get totally pink. So my camera completely ran out of battery there, but I've already finished the lips, and then I noticed that I didn't have any inner corner highlight or brow bone highlight, so I've just added that in as well. So that totally completes today's look. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was also easy to follow. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up, and I will see you soon.